Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and of course talk about Shay Shay.
This ain't got nothing to do with Otho. This ain't about Otho today. This about Say Say. You know, a lot they discuss the topics.
Let me stop talking like that, but they often, well, he does talk a lot about black women and why they're single, and like he just seems a little red pillish. We know that he doesn't like black women in that way. He said if you see him with one, he's holding them for the police. So he has a very curved way of thinking. Again, that's what I say about these red pill guys. Now you are up here 57, having been talking to a 20-year-old for a couple of years. So she was the teenager. So I mean, I I just want to say that since what, 1994, he has been choking and having DV cases. In 1994, he had 10 civil DV cases in Fulton County, Georgia, from 3 different women, making up that number. Um, those cases claimed of beating and choking. Then in 1997, he was arrested for DV, for hitting his girlfriend. Okay, so we in the 90s when this began, and now it's 2025. So that's like 31 years he been up here doing this, and people wonder why black women are single, and we're calling these people high value men. First of all, I don't trust no non-military man that just decides to keep shaving his face bald. It's always something to that. Not that they're all allegedly homosexual or bisexual like Shannon, but um, it's just always some type of craziness to it, especially in our culture. We, once something grow right here, we tend to never cut it off. Not right there. You might cut all the rest of the outlying areas, but that mustache, that's the thing you don't cut. Anyway, so we make it to 2004. He was arrested and charged for battery for beating his girlfriend. Then we make it up to 2010. He had to step away from his job because he was charged with SA, which involved choking and anal graping. He got a problem with that choking and the buttocks. He wants it, okay? And this ain't got nothing to do with Otho. Sorry. Sorry, no, but then we go to 2016. So he was working at FS1 between 2016 and 2024. And even there, it is now being said that he had choked someone at work. So now we move up to 2025, and we have choking and buttocks graping. And this is a man who sit up there and he say he like to make them fit. He like to make them fit. Okay? This is what he likes to do when he have anal with someone. He likes to get the feces involved. That turns him on. And these are the people, like, you're so freaked out and so gross and nasty, and then you say that you don't like black women. I bet you don't, because first of all, black women generally have just gotten this gross and nasty since they sprinkled crack on you guys, right? Other people have been way beyond the sexual revolution of it all. Okay? So when you wanted to have, he was paying this 20-year-old young woman to, she likes to be walked around like a dog with a leash on her neck and a bunch of choking, spitting, and it's gross. Who want that? You, after doing all of this stuff, you can't have a regular relationship. And so you have women who are trying to be with these high value men, and not just the famous ones, even the alleged high value men in our local cities and towns. You're so freaked out, like nobody wants all that grossness that you require to be turned on. It's disgusting. Like, something has happened to people, seriously, where we are at the point of no return. And when people grow up watching corn at a young age, and then I believe that, this is my own personal opinion, that these red pill men have, or any man that wakes up and talk about women every single day, they hate their mothers. It's absolutely no way around it. Like, something, either they hate her because she did something to them, or she allowed something to be done to them and she did nothing, or that they just watched her never be loved and still grovel over men who never loved her. They just watched their mother be dogged their whole life. It's like, I don't know, something has made them hate women. That's not normal. And here we are. He been choking and butt graping for 31 years. Come on, that's not high value. That's not high value. And then you listen to people talk like Corey Holcomb, butterbean nose, bell pepper nose having, like, he looked like his feet stank. I don't know what it is to look like your feet stink, but Corey Holcomb is it for me. He THHP Network, it's this guy, he's kind of fascinated with Corey Holcomb because he does I don't know, he shows him on his show every day, but I've not seen them actually interact with each other, so I don't know if he's just a fan of the nonsense Corey Holcomb spews against women. Is one-sided, is what I'm saying. What you have to do is, if you're going to say something's wrong, you need to look at both sides, not just say how men are horrible or how women are horrible. That means you have some type of agenda or something you went through, like misery loves company. And so we have, there's this other guy, he talks about women all the time as well. What is his name? Jeremy Hill, kind of like he got, I don't know if he has Tourette's or something, or some type of tick or twitch, but all he does is post. He finds the most ratchet women. I haven't seen him in a while because it's no longer in my algorithm, but I had to be sure to get him out of my algorithm. He posts the worst thing about black women all the time, even if they're being unalived or stuff like that. His title, the way he talks, it's almost like he is happy about it. It's crazy where we've become, and that everything, especially in the black community, gets blamed on women, where other communities are actually led by their men. And so when you have black men that are out here doing these things, then you have some other foolish black women who figure they ought to get just as freaky. They need to get just as nasty so that they can keep their black men. Because black men have now developed such a gross, it's just getting gross out here. And I don't know if y'all have heard about the flesh eating STD. Good. Like, maybe everybody can keep their pants on now, because you have something that is going to eat your flesh and have you smelling like a rotten. You think y'all talking about a BBL smell? Wait till something is eating away at your scrotum sac or eating away at your vulva as a woman from the outside in. A flesh eating STD. You know why? It's because God is disgusted at how disgusting we have become. And we are looking up to people like Shannon Shay Shay. What man want to be called Fay Fay? I don't want nobody calling me Fay Fay. Like Shay Shay? That's a girl name. I'm not calling you no Shay Shay. Unless you finna like, if you want to be Shay Shay, go ahead and get the tambourine and let me know. Nah. But no. That alone should have said something. So it's like, you keep balding your face up like a weirdo. And then you want to be called Shay Shay? And you wearing all these blood pressure measuring outfits? Come on. I know you want something strange done to you. Or you into strange stuff. Like he said, he likes to make them fit. Who like that? But a demon. He said he likes sinners too. He looking for a sinner. So he found one. And she finna get the 50 ball up out of him. Last year, I had a dream about Shannon Sharpe. And I'm like, why would I dream about Shannon Sharpe? That was just weird. I wasn't watching it or anything like that. And I dreamed that I was living in this house and he knocked at my door and I opened it looking like, what the heck? And he had driven a Burgundy Mark 8 up to my house. And he knocked on the door and he said that the white woman he was with had broken up with him. And he wanted to know if he could be with me now or back with me. I don't know. It's like he knew me in this dream. But I'm looking like, boy, what? And so I'm like, no, bye. Go ahead. I don't want you. I didn't even let him in the house. Like I was pushing him out the door. Like, get away from here. And do you know he asked me for $40? He said, well, let me, get $40 for some gas money. Because I guess the lady, he wasn't like, whatever happened to him, he didn't have any money left. And this was last year. He wanted $40. And so they're saying this is happening because they're trying to take him down for the $100 million deal. First of all, he doesn't have a $100 million deal. He was trying to get someone to, I guess, buy the podcast or the hosting position, something like that, where you shop yourself around and you have your asking price. But this case started months ago, before this deal was announced and before his current deal expired. So I don't know. I just know that all that freaking is so gross and such a turn off. Like, ugh. Everybody is not single just because nobody wants them. Some people are single because if you cheat or you're acting like you're entertaining other people, they are completely disgusted. And now look, you have a flesh-eating STD out here. And a grown 57-year-old man having sex with a 20-year-old. Talking about he like to see him fit. That's dog. I cannot. It's so easy to be celibate. And I wasn't doing it because it's some trendy thing. Like, I remember when I was 19, right after I started doing it, I stopped for a couple years. Like, you go celibate. That's going celibate has just always been a thing to me because I am easily grossed out if something just don't feel right. I don't want to work it out. I don't want It's disgusting. So I don't know. I've always been the kid that if you pick up my pop and drink out of it, I'm gonna cry. Because in my mind, your spit is on there, your spit on there. And my mom used to get so mad, like, don't mess with that fickle little girl stuff, because she gonna get on my nerves. She used to, always tell people, like, don't eat off of her stuff, because she Like something wrong with her. She used to say that. But for me, as soon as your mouth touch it, it's like, I don't know. I just was looking at it like, your spit is there and I can't see it. I don't want it. So imagine in a relationship, you have to be A1 or you got a GTFO, buddy. And now we have Faye that like to film fit in a time of a flesh-eating STD. You're calling these men high value. To who? Like, that's low value, no value, or waste of money. That's what that is. I want y'all to think about that. A lot of black women and men now are choosing to be single and celibate because y'all are out here sexy redding and fey-faying. It's disgusting.